What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your man Melvin Taylor Jr. and I am here with this guy, this huge man sitting right here next to me, Mr. Shaw. Michael James Shaw, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, brother. It's wonderful to be here.
Good to be here with you, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into everything about who he is, where he's from, what drives him, how dope his dad was, and everything about Infinity War that Marvel will let him say, because we ain't trying to get nobody messed up, all right?
Oh, no.
This episode of Making Manhattan starts right now. So now we gotta get into this. This just kind of this little movie that's supposed to be coming out.
Tiny film.
Yeah, tiny film called Infinity War. This Avengers Infinity War that you are a part of. First of all, can you just tell me about when you got the call, or what was the situation like to even get into the process of, you know what, maybe this might happen. Was it a call, or did somebody hit you up and be like, hey, there's an audition? I have no clue how Marvel do anything.
Yeah,
we know nothing.
So it was a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a workshop of a play over at the Public here in New York.
Okay.
And I was getting auditions on my lunch break.
Yeah.
So one Tuesday,
This man out here just, it's lunchtime. I'm going to get the turkey sandwich. I'm going to just go audition.
run to Union Square, hit this audition real quick, come on back, So I went in for Black Panther initially. I think I can say this now, M'Baku.
I can see it. Yo, that's crazy. Okay.
It was a good audition. And then I didn't get that. So the next day they sent me the sides for Infinity.
Yeah.
And I went in for Corvus, and I had no idea who he was. So I went online and started researching Corvus. Crow, and then I started looking up a bit of his like fighting stances, and from there I kind of came up with a stab at it. And I went in, and the next day they called me and said I got it.
Wow.
That was a crazy week, because that Monday I had booked another job, and then by Friday I had 2 on the plate, and then by the next Monday I had 3 on the plate. It always happens like that.
Hold on. So what were these? Can you talk about what those other jobs
Well, one was a show for Amazon called Oasis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And they were going to shoot that in Cape Town. And then the other one was it was an AMC show that was shooting in Ireland.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, man, listen.
I'll
let you go ahead. Please tell me your process, because I'd have been like, hey, man.
I was on the phone with my mama, every mentor that I have under my belt. And yeah, they didn't have no good advice for me at the time. And I chose to do Oasis. So when I finished the workshop, I was on a plane going to South Africa, motherland, and we shot out there for a month and a half. I came back, and because of a lot of the things we're lining on, like the whole year schedule, I wouldn't have been able to do the play if I chose a certain project.
Yeah.
So I ended up coming back to New York. I shot a couple other things, and I did the play at the Public, which was a great experience, a rock musical by David Byrne. And then somewhere in tech rehearsal, I get a call from my agent saying they want you.
They want you back for Corvus.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I know that Marvel, they kind of strict in terms of everything that you can and cannot say. So before I get into too many questions that I want to ask you about Corvus, can you just tell me about the research that you've done, or that you did prior to shooting? I know you said that you didn't know much about him before the audition. You went in and learned a good amount, so that way you can give your best stab at it. So afterwards, do they just send you like a box of comics, or do they be like, here's a password to go to Marvel.com and read everything you want?
Well, they did send us a packet with information about the Dark Order and just some storyline for him. And that was really helpful, because it was like a little jump off in terms of what kind of person he is, and because a lot of times in the script it's not exactly clear, but you can garner what you garner more from reading the books and seeing what they've done in the past. You know? But at that point, when I got it, and right before I went to shoot, I realized that he's a physical guy.
Yeah.
and so much of his life comes from the physicality. I went back to Juilliard and started taking class with one of our mime teachers, this guy named Moni Hakim, who kind of specializes in movement that flows from an impetus. So it's like the snake in the wave, like learning how to, I guess, program your body to move from the hips as opposed to from your feet or from the crown of your head. So taking that information and kind of boiling it down into, okay, what do I imagine a crow or what is it, like a praying mantis was another influence that I pulled from. How would they move? Yeah. And yeah, we just took that and ran with it when I got to set, you know? Yeah.
So what can you tell us about Corvus in general? I know he's basically immortal as long as he's got the glaive.
Yeah, so he's a servant of Thanos. He actually betrayed his people to join Thanos' army. So he's one of the four of the Dark Order.
Correct.
You got Ebony Maw, Proxima Midnight, who's actually his wife.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, so is he going? Are they gonna be married in this one? Are they gonna be like children of Thanos brothers? I don't know. We're gonna see how the movie plays.
We are married in the film.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
But then there's what is it? The Cull Obsidian. Yeah. And the glaive. So yeah. So his name is Corvus Glaive. So it's Crow Blade. The blade can split atoms, and that's the thing that keeps him immortal. Yes.
Yeah. It's basically as long as it's still intact in a way, or fully, he's able to come back.
Yes.
Right. And I remember reading, it can split atoms, and it even like cut up the Hulk one time, and I was like,
I don't know where you read that.
That's kind of wild. That's kind of.
I don't know if that happens. I don't know if that happens in the film. You gotta tune in to find that out.
I guess we'll see.
Some people's tickets get punched, you know,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you more than that.
Oh man, wait a minute. Oh God. Oh, I'm not gonna do that to you. But some people's tickets do get punched for sure.
Yeah.
We're going to have a separate conversation to talk about that, because I kind of have. I've already told a lot of people, I feel like Captain America might bite the bullet. And when he does, I'm going to cry, because he's one of my favorites. I've already admitted that willingly. And then me and my roommates was having this conversation when I went to go see, after we saw Black Panther, I was like, man, we just saw a lot of black people in the movie. I feel so good. And then they were like, yeah. So that means somebody dying in the next one, right? I was like, oh, no, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. I think it might be Rhodey. I think you don't have to, I'm not even going to look your way. You don't know anything at all. But we're going to talk about that some more. So what was it, did you get a chance to interact with Josh Brolin and some of the other people that are part of the Black Order as well? What was that experience like?
So my first day on set, they invited me to come just watch a couple other actors working in mocap. So I got to watch Josh in the scene, and I was watching the whole thing take place. And I'm like, there's nothing up there. It's just a platform painted green, and like you got to imagine so much.
A whole lot. Yeah.
But it's fun to go to that place and like create a reality, but I wasn't imagining it just being like completely sparse, you know.
Yeah.
But you go to watch the playback, and they built the entire 3D model on the screen for playback, so you get to see what's happening, and that was really helpful because you actually get to see your character.
Yeah.
In their full like height and
that's awesome.
Proportion next to everyone else.
Yeah.
And I mean the technology is insane that they can
on
a playback they can put it all in, you know. Yeah.
I know that again, not gonna put you on the spot to throw you under the bus, but if you happen to just go and search a little bit for Corvus Glaive on the internet, you'll happen to find a video of my man's just out there on set with the glaive, and he got the mocap on and the outfit, and I was like, yo, this is fire. This is awesome. So I guess what was it like for you working with the motion capture and then being able to like, all right, cut after we see that and then go back and see that replay and see everything in a sense? How was that?
Well, it's weird at first because you're acting with it's a camera in your face, you know.
So what is all of this?
And then also you gotta walk out there in these tights, you know. So the first couple of days I was like a little self-conscious, you know, put on a little jacket. But you know, it's easier when you got 4 other people walking around looking like crazy.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, I'm not alone. I got my brothers and sisters and my wife here with me. We good.
But that particular moment you're talking about was in Edinburgh, Scotland, on the Royal Mile. That's the first time I'd ever experienced like a paparazzi being on a set. I was like, oh wow. It was blocked off, but they were all crowded along the barricade, like just observing.
Just everything they can, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, we couldn't walk to set. We had to take a vehicle from the hotel around to get to set.
That's wild.
I was like, let me walk to set, smoke a cigarette on the way. No, get in the van, sir.
So I've seen a few interviews where people saying they haven't. I'm just gonna ask you, have you read a full copy of the script?
I know I have not.
You have not?
No.
Okay. Have you
I don't
seen
think anyone has.
You'll think, oh, okay.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
I have heard rumors of there being like dummy scripts to go around. I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. But when you think about how massive this movie is, I would assume you probably need something like that to make sure that it doesn't all get out.
Yeah, I mean, it was insane. I've never been on a set where it was 150 people working on any given day. It's quite large.
Yeah.
And very intimidating at first,
Yeah, I can imagine that, especially like coming from what's the right word that I'm looking for? At least let me not say that. Let me say that in either theater or when you're on TV, it's a bit more of a closed setting, and then when you're there, it's like everybody's all right, you go, and then as soon as you go, we're all doing everything over here to make sure that it looks right.
Yeah. And everyone in their particular department is like the best of the best, We work really closely with the special effects and motion capture folks, and they've worked on all the major films, so they were always there to like guide you and like make sure you're all right. You know what I'm saying? That was helpful. And then we had a movement coach who had done a lot of work with the motion capture, and that was really helpful. He'd take us in this thing called the pub, and you get to move around in character, and you see yourself on a big screen, so you can
you can kind of identify what your movements are going to be.
How it matches,
That's awesome. Okay. Have you seen a full copy of the film yet?
No, man. I wish I could have. They did a screening when I was in LA, but it was mainly for Marvel employees and execs,
Yeah.
But I did get to see a portion of it when I did ADR a couple months ago.
Okay.
And it looks sick.
It looks great. It looks solid.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad I got my ticket for Thursday night. I went to Friday. Are there any cool behind the scenes moments that you can kind of give us? I know you can't give a lot, but if there is anything that you can give.
Let's see. One of the fondest memories of doing the project was the makeup chair. When you finish working, everybody comes, and if you were doing motion capture, you're taking off all your dots. And it'd be like story hour, so we'd be in the room when Josh Brolin's telling us about working with the Coen brothers and other stories and whatnot. Getting to meet some people who were shooting in different areas. Like one afternoon, I was getting out of makeup, and I got to meet Chadwick Boseman and a few other actors, and it was just nice to, connect in that place as opposed to on set.
Yeah.
Because everyone's focused on the task, but they let your hair down a little bit,
Okay. So then, bringing up Chadwick, both of y'all went to Howard.
Yeah.
Right? So what was that conversation when you guys first met up? You're like, yo, Howard, what's up? What's good?
Yeah, that was the first bit. And he was there at a different time, but yeah, we shared some memories over some different professors and whatnot, and yeah.
Okay. And do you have any special moments with anybody from Black Panther in this Infinity War movie? Or would you happen to come across any of their paths?
I may or may not.
Okay. I can take that.
Pay a visit to the lab in Wakanda, but
You can't, okay. All right, that's cool. That's cool. So, in this movie, I know that Gamora and Nebula are also like children of Thanos in a sense. I'm sure you probably can't go into it. You might not even be able to go into it at all. You might be like, Melvin, I can't answer this question. At least I'm expecting there's going to be a point where the 4 or 5 of you all meet up with these two. Damn, I can't even ask this question because I don't want to put you under. I can't even do it. We just gonna move on.
I think that's best.
We gonna move on. Man, what else do I have here? So, can you just tell me in a sense, what do you think Marvel fans should expect overall when they see this movie?
Well, it's the culmination of 10 years of films and storylines.
Yeah.
Thanos is no joke. and he's gonna bring down the house.
One snap of the fingers, and it's over with for half the universe.
Yeah. So it's really a war. It literally is. Yeah. War for freedom, a war for existence, for love. You know.
Yeah. Okay. So can you do me a favor and rank your since you're part of DC and Marvel Universe, can you rank your 5 favorite superheroes? We can combine both. I ain't gonna make you split them up into 2. So who are your 5 favorite superheroes?
All right, let's go. Some might get listed twice because somebody did a better incarnation. You know.
Okay.
Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say.
Is this number 1 or number 5?
This is number 5.
Number 5. Okay. Thor.
Tim Burton's Batman. Solid.
Okay.
And then let's see. This is. It has not been. I love Witchblade, but she's not DC Marvel.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can put Witchblade in there.
We do Heath Ledger Joker. And then hold on one second.
Oh, it's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
I want to say, well, I'm going to put Heath Ledger Joker number 1. Let me count back. Heath Ledger Joker number 1.
All right.
We got Batman, Christian Bale. Complex, really complex. And then Thor. And then we got, really think the Phoenix is a dope one.
Yeah.
And then we'll throw in Tim Burton's Batman. Yeah.
We'll throw in Tim Burton's Batman. Okay. And I know beforehand you said that, maybe spin this into a couple other characters in the future. Is there any particular character in either universe that you would just love to play? If somebody from DC and Marvel was watching right now, and you're just like, yo, regardless of whatever happens in this movie, if there's this one character that I could play, I want to play them. Who would that be? I mean, if we can make Gambit black, that would be cool. But or, DC, you still casting for Green Lantern. We got somebody right here who could do that. I'm just saying.
Well, Green Lantern would be beast. Yeah. But let's see. I would love to do a reiteration of Blade. That'd be fun.
I've heard some rumors about that, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I've heard some. What was most recently? I'm forgetting my man's name right now. Star Wars, Pacific Rim.
Oh, John Boyega?
Yes. I know somebody had brought up the question to him, be like, would you do Blade? And he was like, I'm gonna leave that to my man Wesley Snipes. I ain't gonna touch that right now. But I feel like you can give a good run at Blade, especially if they did it.
That'd be fine. Or Bishop would be.
Bishop would be awesome.
Yeah.
Bishop would be awesome. Okay, great. Michael, so what can we expect from you in the future? So I know you said you want to do more feature films. So should we expect more feature films? Should we be checking Broadway.com to see when you're going to be on the stage near us? Do we need to be scrolling through IMDb to find new TV projects you're going to be working on?
Well, I got a project coming up this summer. We're shooting a show called Blood and Treasure for CBS. We're shooting it in Montreal and parts of Europe. So definitely keep your heads open for that one. It's coming out the following year, yeah. Okay.
Oh, so it'll be coming out 2019. Okay. Awesome. And lastly, is there any, and you know what, I asked my last guest this question, so I want to ask it to you as well. If you had the choice to make your own movie, who would you cast in your movie? Give me 3 actors and give me 3 actresses.
Well, it depends on what the movie is, man.
What movie do you want to make, bro? It's you.
Okay, that's a better question.
Okay, let's do it then.
I would love to do a modern adaptation of Strindberg's Miss Julie. It's a sexy kind of tale of talking about social status and the power plays that go into working when you're actually when you want what the other person has. Yeah. And I think it's a beautiful, beautiful play, and it's kind of timely for the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we got 6 folks, 6 roles.
There's only 2 in the film.
There's only 2 in the. God, you slick. I see what you did there. There's only 2 in the film. So who we got?
I'd love to cast myself, and then
Okay. I ain't mad at it.
I'm a big fan of Emily Blunt.
Good move.
Yeah.
Good
Or
move.
Jessica Chastain. That'd be fun.
I could. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be awesome. Awesome. Mike, thank you so much, brother.
It's been a pleasure.
Greatly appreciate it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, please go and check Infinity War and look for this guy in it, all right? He's going to be amazing in it. Like you said, some people's tickets may be punched. You might be crying much like me. Hopefully Captain America make it to Avengers 4. I'm praying that he does, but we'll see what happens. Thank you all so much for being here. Mike, can you tell them where you are on social media so that way they can find you?
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram, MJ Shaw Nuff. Also on Twitter.
Okay, MJ Shawnoff on IG and Twitter. Mike, thank you so much once again, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been a pleasure. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you. Stay blessed, stay favored, always stay tailored.
All right.
Peace out.